for Ben Ikin.
Oh, Brian, wrap your chops around this. 150 premiership games, 17 origins for the Maroons, 2 tests for the Kangaroos, but the hide, the audacity, the gall of this man to once upon a time become the current CEO of Queensland Rugby League. I'm pleased to say, very pleased to say, that the CEO of Queensland Rugby League, Ben Ikin, Mr. Ben Ikin, joins the run home with Joel and Fletch. Benny, hello, mate.
Hello, Joel. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Benjamin. How you going?
Yeah, listen, I'm good. How have you been?
Yeah, been going good. We meant to say on your highlights, but you also ran second twice in the annual golf match-up at the coast.
You and your mate Beastie.
Yeah, we got you good.
Yeah.
We got you good. Even, you know what he did? You know what he did too?
What did he do?
So we're playing golf, and I wanted to look at his lie, and he goes, "You can't do that." So I said,
you
fair
jumped
enough.
in behind him, did
Yeah,
you?
I wanted to have a look. Yes, you can't do that. Then he gets a camera out.
Did he?
When I'm putting, I 3-putted, he get his phone out and he's commentating.
Oh.
What's more unethical?
Very Queensland, Brian. Very Queensland, some would say.
I got 1.5 trillion hits on that video.
You sound a bit crook, Benny. I hope that's not symbolic of what your team could do.
I got a bad dose of the man flu, Joel.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in Melbourne, though.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm here. I made it.
Brian, just before we move on to the serious Origin chat, groundskeeper William, talk about
unbelievable rig.
Yeah.
Unbelievable rig. So when he was working at the Fox League, at the Fox Studios, I'd go up behind him and he's on his computer doing something. I don't know what he's doing. And I'd give him a bit of a massage.
Let me flex while you do that.
I'd give him a massage and I'd go, Jesus, Benny, because he always used to wear the collar and tie.
Yeah.
Suit. Anyway,
Bigger shirt, not so tight fitting.
but the rig on it.
Oh.
And that's why I call him groundskeeper Willie. I'm desperate to see it. If Queensland win tonight, will you get your shirt off in the dressing room, Ben?
No, I won't. No. I couldn't get in the last game. I forgot my accreditation.
We heard that. We were just waiting for that. So the start of your career, your Origin career, you couldn't get Fatty didn't know who you were. And now, all these years later, run us through what happened. You're the CEO of Queensland Rugby League and you couldn't get in.
So I took my old mate, Paul Kent, to the game, just checking in on him. I hadn't seen him for a while. We made our way from where we were sitting and watching the game. No one said anything to Kenty at the stadium, not one single person on the way through.
How is he? In all seriousness, though, Benny, how's he going?
No, he's all right. He's doing it a bit tough, which is why I sort of dragged him out of his hovel in Balmain and took him to the footy. Anyway... he didn't want to come down with me, so I sort of followed him behind my chair, who did have his accreditation, Bruce Hatcher. And I just thought I'd sneak in on his coattails. And the little security guard, I reckon he was mid-60s, just stepped in front of me, said, "Where's your pass?" I said, "Oh, mate, I haven't got it. I forgot it. I'm just going to go in with him." He said, "No, you're not. Go and stand over there." Anyway, Noddy Kamal, he saw it unfold. He come over to try to argue my case. He told Noddy to go away.
Oh, did he?
And so I just sat there. You know the lifts at a course stadium on the lower ground floor?
Yeah.
So everyone was just coming down and filing past me. Bloke had no sympathy for me, and I just stayed there for about 20 minutes until Bruce went and did the rounds and come back out and got me. Then we drove home.
You know what? I hate to say this. But it's very Queensland. And this is the CEO of Queensland Rugby League, right?
Yep.
And the little security guard, to his credit,
to his
accreditation, he was just doing his job, right? And you didn't have your accreditation on. It wasn't him not doing his job. You didn't do your job, Benny. But what I like is that it's very Queensland, and I hate to say it, but you just took your medicine and the world owes you nothing. And Brian, it's very likeable, I hate to say it, what he did.
It was very similar to what he did at Berry Street Tavern about 1994, went straight up to the line.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Went straight to the line.
Took my medicine.
Him and Flo.
Yep.
Flo with his little bum bag on. And in they went.
Took my medicine the night I was in a Queensland side where a bloke was throwing hand grenades.
That's right.
Yeah. That was hard to cop.
That's right.
But when you win by 50, you got to celebrate. You got to enjoy the wins.
What are you feeling, Benny?
We wouldn't have done it. We wouldn't do that in Queensland.
Nah. What are you feeling, Benny, tonight? What do you honestly feel?
Look, I
honestly
really like this coach. Yep. I think having dealt with him now for a couple of series, very deliberate. You can sort of see that he's a mix of Mel Meninga, who kind of took that leadership, mentoring, history of the Origin concept style into his coaching. And then he's got this very purposeful way about him that he's dragged out of Craig Bellamy. So he's a blend of the two. So he connects the team to the state and the people they're playing for, which Mel was great at. But you go and watch the team train and there's no wasted time. It's a well-oiled machine. He knows exactly how he wants his team to play. He knows exactly what type of players he needs to execute the game plan, and then he goes and gets it done. So for me, in my role, to kind of get him signed to a contract, geez, you feel safe just handing over the reins. Yeah.
So how long's he signed for?
This year and another 2.
Right. Is there a clause in any of these coaches, and I suppose Madge is what you wouldn't know it with Madge, is there a clause to say that if he wants to go and coach NRL, he can?
No.
No. Okay.
But if he wanted to, I mean, it's a matter for the board. I can't make that decision on my own, but I don't think we'd stand in his way.
No. And you've seen him at this level. Do you think he would make an NRL coach? Like
easily?
Yeah.
Like his approach to the work. Well, here's the thing. It's not about capability for Billy. What it'll be is, I mean, you've seen what Craig's put himself through over the last 20-odd years. Like, that job is all-consuming. It's about whether or not you're up for it emotionally. Because you don't just sign yourself up, you sign your family up, you know.
And I suppose
you put your sanity on the line.
Would he want to do it as well?
Brian, Benny, can you answer this question, right? So, of the 8 billion people on the planet...
It's 8.6 now.
8.6. If they all put themselves on an open draft to be a coach of the National Rugby League now, clearly Wayne and Craig are going to be right up there, Robbo likewise.
Yep.
Billy would be... His number may even go past one of those 3.
Yeah.
Is that fair, Benny, or not? In that hypothetical.
You don't find out whether or not you're cut out to be an NRL coach until you do the gig. And so, again, it's not a question of capability. It's about all the other stuff that goes with it, because I'm not saying this job is easy, but it is 3 games.
Yeah.
And he gets a lot of time to prep and, you know, he's working with the best players. When you get into clubland, you know, everyone's sort of moving at different speeds. They sometimes want different things. So, look, I think he'd be up to the test. I don't think he's in the category of those guys you described, Cleary, Bellamy, Bennett. But, you know, given the opportunity, I think over time he could probably get himself there. Absolutely.
Can I ask you this, Benny? What about yourself? You're clearly a big mind of the game. Have you ever wanted to do it?
Coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I coached the Aspley under-18s, had a bit of success, lost the grand final. Then I went and did an assistant to the assistant's job.
Yep.
A bit like Dwight Schrute to Paul Green.
Yes.
Right? At Wynnum Manly.
Yep.
And in that 12 months, watching Greenie, you know, put everything he put into it to sort of chart his path towards the NRL. And we had Graham Murray there that year. He was the CEO.
Yep.
That was when I concluded maybe coaching wasn't for me.
Oh, so you've ruled it out.
I just went down the other path. Yeah, yeah.
Management.
Yeah.
Hey,
but have a lot of patience.
Benny, can I ask you this?
The
success of the Dolphins and what's going on with the expansion, do you think we could have another team in Queensland? And where would it be?
Yeah, I do.
Where would it be?
It'd be that Western Corridor. So we've got a contender at the moment. So East Tigers or Brisbane Tigers, who have a big lease club in behind them, not dissimilar to the Dolphins, have pitched up, and for operational readiness, I think it would be at the top of the list. They got the money. It's a great place to live. That Western Corridor, I think it's the 3rd fastest growing region in Australia, and they're all rugby league mad.
Tell us what this would work. I hear this often. What is the Western Corridor?
So it goes out through Ipswich, which is about 45 minutes west of Brisbane, and then all the way up to Toowoomba, where we've got a statewide club. And the road from Ipswich to Toowoomba, if you didn't think it was a rugby league region, this rubber stamps it, is called Darren Lockyer Way.
Is that like as in the Darren Lockyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the other one.
Where's
the one that played rugby league?
What's the one that you call him?
Who?
The alter ego?
Oh, Daryl.
Oh,
you would have seen it.
He's a good bloke, Daryl. Yeah.
Daryl is one of the best.
Yeah. You know what? It's just, I hope the listeners have tuned into this too. Is this really Ben Ikin, or is this Ben Fordham pretending to be Ben Ikin? Man Flu Ikin sounds like Ben Fordham.
Does he?
Yeah.
No.
Is that a rap?
Of course it is.
Do you get him up there? He's like a little Hadley.
Yeah.
just knocking around.
Hey, when are we on again, Fletch?
Well,
Me,
mate, listen.
you, Beastie, Braith, and Asta.
Yeah, well, listen, we've put it out there a couple of times, and you apparently couldn't make it down. But I'm ready to go.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie. Beast texts you. Beast texts you. I got it. Okay, I'm ready to go. I tell you what in the off-season we go up there? Maybe we can play on the Goldie?
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. So, Joel, just by way of background, I moved down to Sydney for 3 months to work for Fox during COVID.
Yes.
And Brian and his mate Beastie invited me out to the Coast Golf Course where they go every Friday.
Yep.
They took on myself and an Asta.
That's yachty Indy there. Very yachty Indy.
Yeah, but hang on. What are you off? What's your handicap?
I was off 4, I think, at the time.
4.
Braith might have been off 3.
3.
And we got pantsed every time.
Is that
it was so good.
But what were you guys off? 31 and 32?
No, 22 and 20.
Oh, come on,
we did. I got to admit this. It was probably one of my best games. You know, talking about players to step up in Origin?
Yeah, that's you.
I was zoned in. I just wanted to give it to these
Actually,
two
I'm going to ask
blokes.
Benny the same question. We're going to ask him.
They both had fake tan on, Braith and Ben.
Let's reconcile the show before we let the great Benny Ikin go, who's the CEO of Queensland Rugby League. Man flu, 6 to go, play on set, restart. He's going to turn up tonight to the MCG. Okay, what we've been talking about, one of the questions was, Brian, one of the great, what do they call it? The one-hit wonders.
Oh, yes.
One-hit wonders. Is there a song that comes to mind for you, Benny Ikin, of a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, Karate Kid 2, Peter Cetera, Glory of Love.
Oh,
in my playlist.
Is it?
Is it?
Give us a few. Give us a few bars. What is that?
No, I'm not doing that for you.
No,
I don't owe you anything.
But what was the other one?
Ever.
Yes, you do. You owe me the $5 that you didn't pay up for the winning that golf thing.
Yeah, I did. I paid you in gold coins.
Hey, the tourists will do it for you.